Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And yes, we're already into week 14 of the NFL. So with the Thursday night game tomorrow, I figured I would do my week 14 picks against the spread. So let's take a look at my season numbers. I started off miserably with a 2-13-1 week, then really improved really for the past, I don't know, 6 weeks, right around the 500 mark, a little under 500. Last week finished exactly 500. I'm currently 6 games under five. Excuse me, 6 games over 500 for the season. Last season was over 30 games over 500, so probably not going to get there. But the hope is that I can improve, and let's get a winning week this week. There are 6 teams on buys this week. They are the Baltimore Ravens, Denver Broncos, Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts, New England Patriots, and Washington Commanders. Let's get into my Week 14 picks, starting with the Thursday night game between the Lions and Packers. Really had a hard time with this one because I really do like taking the Packers. Right now the Lions are just looking like maybe the best team in the NFL. I get that Bears game was close, but it honestly shouldn't have been that close. The Lions just they should have really blew them out. Lost that game last week. It should be an awesome game, though. I'm definitely looking forward to watching the game tomorrow. Then we move on to the Sunday games. Panthers definitely playing a lot better. There's no denying that. The problem is, I just said the Lions might be the best team in the league. So might the Eagles. Eagles have been phenomenal of late. Saquon Barkley. We live in a time where it seemed like a running back would have no chance of winning MVP, and Saquon Barkley is making it clear that there still is an opportunity for a running back to win MVP. I got to continue rolling with the Eagles. Just playing awesome. Yeah, I'm taking the Raiders. I can't believe I am, but I am. Um, you know, Heartbreaking loss to the Chiefs. So many missed field goals, the fumble at the end on a missed snap. I just think they keep it close. I think guys like Max Crosby have too much pride to let the Buccaneers get a blowout win. I almost took the Jets here, not thinking they would win, but I thought better about it. I'm going to take the Fins. I think they win by at least a touchdown and an extra point, back at their home stadium. Of course, we know their bad record in colder weather, so back to the warm confines of Miami, they get the win. Kirk Cousins going back to the team he played for a good amount of time in the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings might win, but almost all their games recently have been close ones. So I'm expecting more of the same. I'm also expecting Kirk Cousins to play better than he has recently. Should be a little more motivated to play well in this game. And man, if he doesn't, the Michael Penix noise is going to be extremely loud. Browns just beat the Steelers 2 weeks ago. Yes, that was a snow game, but these AFC North games are usually competitive. Not sure the Browns win, but I think they will keep it close. I'm a Giants fan. I have no faith in them to win another game. I don't necessarily want them to win another game. Let's get that first pick. Saints 2-1 under Dennis Rizzi. At least playing a little bit better. Probably should have won that Rams game last week. Faded at the end. I got the Saints covering. Let's look at the rest of the schedule. In the who gives a expletive game of the week, Jaguars Titans. As a Giants fan, I kind of do want the Titans to win. They have 3 wins. The Jaguars have 2. But I'm not using my heart to make these picks. So I think the Jaguars, Mac Jones at least played better than he had in his previous games once Trevor Lawrence was injured in the game. I think the Jaguars at least find a way to cover. Seahawks playing much better. Kyler Murray, kind of a quarterback that fades, has shown that he can fade in the second half of the season. I think the Seahawks actually win this game outright. Shame on me for going against the Bills last week. I take the Bills almost every week. They didn't, of course, they covered. I thought the 49ers would show some pride. Didn't seem to. And, I'm back on the Bills bandwagon. Man, Micah Hyde is back. That's pretty cool for Buffalo. Speaking of the 49ers, they just didn't play with heart last week. Bears haven't been able to pull out that win with Thomas Brown, but I've done it in previous videos and I did it last year too, where I just think a team comes out motivated to play in the first game with a new head coach. Of course, we know Matt Eberflus was fired, former, offensive coordinator for a few weeks. Thomas Brown is now the head coach. Excuse me. The offense has looked better under him. I think the Bears find a way to cover, if not win. Almost went with the Chargers. Let's be honest, every Chiefs game is close. But, even if the Chiefs win by 5 or 6, they cover, and that's still close. I think they do win the game. Monday Night Football, not exactly a banger. Could be high scoring, though. We know the Bengals. Joe Burrow arguably having his best season of his young career. And the Bengals are still pretty much out of playoff contention, really have to win out. But the defense is just so bad that I think the Cowboys at least keep it competitive. And, they're living on that. Hey, if we win out, maybe we can reach the playoffs, as unlikely as that is. But anyhow, those are my Week 14 picks. Let me know in the comments who are some of your best bets. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? And I'm hoping for a winning week. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.